Welcome to Shysen773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those checking out my video for the first time, if you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. I'm always trying to come out with new content for you. For those that have been subscribed the whole time, I just want to say thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes, for your comments. You really help to grow this channel and make it what it is. So today's video, I want to talk about a new house that I stumbled upon, I'd say probably like 3 weeks ago. The house is called Behold Parfums, and the perfumer from the house, his name is Houston, and he's from Cincinnati, Ohio. And we basically found each other on Instagram because I'm always looking for some type of fragrance that is going to wow me, that's going to just continuously uplift my mood. And when I got a chance to check out the fragrances that he showed on his Instagram page, I was very interested in a couple of those fragrances. So full disclosure, he sent me 2 of the 4 fragrances, but I actually purchased 2 of the other fragrances that he had. So the 2 that really caught my eye was rose and then also chocolate oxytocin. And the reason for that is because I am a big gourmand lover myself. So those 2 fragrances really spoke to me, but there were 2 others from the line that he sent me because I kind of had an interest in it, and the other 2 are spiced iris, and then the other one is called musc virile, I believe the name is. So let me start by talking about both of those, or actually start by talking about all of the fragrances. So the fragrances you will receive in a black bag. So this black bag is amazing. It is actually leather. So it's a leather bag, and then you have like the inside feels almost like a wallet. It's kind of cool. And then if you look, it shows Behold Parfums, and the fragrance actually sits in a small decanter bottle. So these are 30 ml bottles, and they are placed at typically $60 for 30 mLs. But if you go and you follow Behold Parfums on Instagram, he will immediately dock it down to about $45, which is pretty much a steal for any type of fragrance like this. And these are extracts. So they are very powerful, very strong, very long lasting. I get a very, very good amount of longevity with these fragrances. Each one gives me about a good, I'd say anywhere between the 12 and up on the fragrances. So since I have rose in my hand, I want to talk about this particular fragrance. So this fragrance includes the notes of, and I'm going to have to read them because there's a lot of notes that are in here, but he says that it's a youthful take on a quite mature oil, and the top notes are vanilla, bergamot, lily of the valley, pomegranate, raspberry, heliotrope. In the mid, you're going to get Bulgarian rose, ambroxan, lavender, jasmine absolute, white musk, hedione, and then in the base, you're going to get cedar and patchouli. So what does that actually smell like on skin? On skin, I get this beautiful rose up top. It kind of is like mixing constantly. So I'm getting normally rose, raspberry. I believe I also smell a little bit of that pomegranate. You're not necessarily smelling that jasmine, because for me, jasmine can be very indolic on skin. Indolic can means like stinky smelling. So for me, I'm getting more of a rose and champagne type of vibe on skin, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to spray a spray on my hand, and if you look at the oil that's on there, you're getting a large amount of oil content. So it's soapy, it's rosy, it's like, it's not overly floral. It's perfect to me. It definitely leans a little bit feminine, but as the fragrance progresses, it smells so beautiful in the air. I know that I get an excellent sillage. I'm getting anywhere to about a good 3+ feet. I know that when I've walked in front of my wife a few times, she's like, man, that smells really good. Like, I've had to hide this from her. This one is gorgeous, gorgeous juice. So if you want something that is rosy, it's not overly jammy. It actually smells like a very natural rose too. It's so beautiful. Houston, you have done an excellent job on this fragrance. Again, this is rose. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is going to be iris. Or it's actually spiced iris. So again, it comes in this pouch. So I will go ahead and take it out of the pouch and look at the juice. It has so much darkness and cloudiness in this juice. And let me go ahead and read the notes to you. So the notes include lime, hedione, bergamot, iris, cassis, cinnamon, and then in the mid you're going to get ozonic notes and marine accords, along with spiced vanilla tincture that's been aged for 6 months. Then you're going to get ambroxan as well in this fragrance, and I believe that's what's making these fragrances like push and project. Then you're also going to get, in the base, you're going to get patchouli and you're going to get musk. So what does this smell like on skin? Let me spray this as well, because from the bottle it smells so beautiful. So again, giving myself a fresh spray, you're going to get probably like a good lime and cinnamon up top. So I get a very good mixture of it's very citrus and cinnamon, so it's a sweet and spicy. And then as you get towards the mid, you're going to start to smell some of those marine notes, really more so that vanilla. That vanilla really pops and shines. So the spiciness is coming from the cinnamon, and then you're getting that vanilla as well. So it's a very unique fragrance. I don't personally have anything like any of these fragrances in my collection, but I do now, of course. But again, as you get towards the base, then you're going to get a little bit of that patchouli, so you get a little bit of earthiness. So it's an earthy, vanillic, and then cinnamon fragrance. If you are looking for something that is in that realm, I think this is an excellent fragrance for you. Again, this is spiced iris, and I get about 10+ hours with this fragrance. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is called Musc Virile. So Musc Virile is this beautiful chypre-like fragrance. So it's chypre meaning like woodsy, warm. It has like this beautiful sweetness, but it also has a very woodsy vibe. Then you also get florals as well. But let me go ahead and read the notes. So the notes include saffron, lime, and turpentine or terpenes. And I believe that terpenes is like, it's an aroma chemical that can give off like a pine or a woodsy type of vibe. I believe there are other things that it gives off as well. But then in the mid, you're going to get birch tar, civet accords, which are synthetics, Earl Grey tea accord, along with jasmine, heliotropin, and oakmoss. Then you're going to get Tonka Bean Absolute, amber, and then in the base you're going to get cedar, labdanum, raspberry ketones, ambergris, and coffee accord. Wow. I love this fragrance. I actually have put a decent dent in this particular fragrance. It's so gorgeous to not only smell in the bottle for me, but it's gorgeous on skin. So I'm gonna give myself one spray on my hand. And again, if you look, that juice is so beautiful. It just sits on the skin. So when I spray it on me, again, I get those dark notes. So I get the woody, I get coffee as well. I get a beautiful mixture of woods as well. It's not sweet. It's not even close to being overly sweet at all. It kind of remains a little bit on the bitter side when you first spray it, and then as it goes along, then I get this beautiful sweetness from the fragrance. So this is definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance for me. Oh my gosh. Again, this is musk virile. So you end up getting the musk in the base of this fragrance, and it really pumps and projects. But yeah, that fragrance is so beautiful. I believe that I also get a leathery vibe as well. So again, musk virile, absolutely gorgeous juice. The final fragrance that I want to talk about is one of my absolute favorites from the line. So this one is called Oxytocin Chocolate. This one is so beautiful. I have been told many different times that I actually smell like pancakes and syrup. I know that is so weird, but it's so beautiful in the air. So it's very, very sweet. You're getting notes of, the top has caramel, sweet chocolate accord, and natural cacao. In the mid, you're going to get ambergris, isoe super, and amber. And then in the base, you're going to get patchouli, musk, and cognac. This fragrance is so gorgeous. I'm going to spray a spray right now. Oh my gosh. The chocolate in here is so realistic. It is so beautiful. It's almost like if you had Nestle Quick, like the actual Nestle Quick, the one that's in the that you put in your chocolate milk, or you put in your milk and then you make chocolate milk and you stir it up. So it's that along with chocolate powder as well is what I smell up top. Then you start to smell this. I smell lavender. I know it's not in there, but I smell lavender. I also smell the liquor as well. So you smell that liquor, that cognac vibe. It's in there, but I get a syrupy vibe as well. So as the fragrance starts to go along, like I've filled a room and made it smell like pancakes and chocolate syrup, or in syrup. So it's almost like chocolate pancakes and syrup is what you smell like. It's so delicious, so delectable. It's also very airy as well. So these fragrances are not overly thick, but you don't need to spray a lot. So for 30 mils at $45, if you follow Houston, which is Behold Parfums, which I will put that information in the description below, $45 for 30 mil and 2 sprays. Actually, I think I filled the room with 3 sprays because I decided to go crazy a little bit. But 3 sprays, I'm filling a whole room. That is crazy. These fragrances are beautiful, and Honestly, very inexpensive. He said he wanted to keep his line very inexpensive as well, but very, very affordable. I highly, highly encourage you to reach out to him. You can send him a message and then he'll send you a message back and then get all of the information from you. But definitely worth getting either samples, which he does, or just getting a full bottle. I mean, $45 again, 30 ml. That's not that bad. So again, thank you so much for checking out my content. I really do appreciate you. Again, Houston, you knocked all 4 of these fragrances out of the park. I know that you're coming out with another fragrance as well, which is a chocolate mint fragrance, along with 2 other fragrances for the remainder of this year. So I'm very excited to pick those fragrances up again. And for everybody else, just thank you so much for watching the video. And I just want to say have a blessed day and take care.